Not even a few months ago, I was spending hours dragging and dropping nodes, typing out different prompts, configuring API connections just to build a single automation. Today, I build agentic workflows that are way more powerful, and I do it completely hands-free. No dragging, no dropping, no typing. All I have to do is just speak and the code writes itself. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you my exact process to building agentic workflows and automations and the exact setup that I use, how it works, and I'm going to be building a full content creation agent live on camera without typing a single word. Let's get into it. All right, so real talk, if you've been building automations for any amount of time, you probably use these drag and drop tools like N8N, make.com, where you connect a trigger to a node. You connect that to another node, and you write a prompt inside of each one. You test it, it breaks, or it works, you fix it again and again. And for simple stuff, that works fine. But here's what nobody talks about, is that the moment you want to build something that actually thinks for itself, something that can make decisions, adapt to new information, something that scales, something that grows, handles edge cases on its own, those visual builders, they start to fall apart. So you end up with this spaghetti mess of nodes and conditional branches, and you're just spending more time managing the workflow than actually getting any work done. Now that is where these new releases such as Claude Code is the new meta for building anything substantial. Now with that, one of the biggest bottlenecks is not only tokens, but typing. So you are typing prompts into nodes, you are typing any configurations, you are typing instructions. It is slow, it is tedious, and honestly it is completely unnecessary in 2026. Because there is now a completely different way to do this, a way faster approach, and that's what I want to show you guys today. Now, before we dive in, this video, it is sponsored by Wispr Flow, and I genuinely use this tool every single day. I am not joking you when I have abused this tool, so it is a perfect fit. But here's the thing, whether you are writing prompts for AI, configuring agents, or just responding to emails, you're typing every single day, all day, and Wispr Flow basically eliminates all of that. All it is just a speech-to-text dictation tool that runs at the operating system level, which means that it works in every single app on your computer. So your browser, your code editor, Slack, Notion, literally any text field you can click into. You just hold a button on your keyboard, you speak naturally, let go, and it outputs clean, polished text instantly. And even just explaining that process, it makes it seem more complicated than it is. But anyways, we're not gonna be talking about raw transcription that you have to go back and edit. Wispr Flow, it automatically removes any of your filler words, adds any proper punctuation, capitalization, formats lists when you say, number one, it creates paragraph breaks. It is quite literally the smartest dictation tool that I've ever used, and all of that is handled for you, and it learns your vocabulary over time. So any technical terms, any names, jargon that you use regularly, it picks all of that up and it spells everything correctly every single time. Now, I've been clocked at over 170 words per minute using this thing. That's 3 to 4 times faster than typing. And throughout this entire video, every prompt and every instruction that I am going to be giving AI, it is going to be dictated using Wispr Flow. So you will see exactly how it works in real time. There's gonna be a link in the description to try it out, so I highly recommend you check it out for yourself as well. Now, the tool that we are going to be coinciding with this, and the tool that has changed quite literally everything for me and hundreds of thousands of other businesses and builders, it is Claude Code. So if you're not familiar and you live under a rock, it's made by Anthropic. It's the same company behind Claude. And the simplest way that I can explain it is just an AI agent that can read your entire project. It can write code, it can create files, it can run any commands, fix bugs, all through natural language. You just describe what you want built, and Claude Code, it figures out how to actually make it happen. And the best part is how easy it is to actually access. So if you have the Claude desktop app, which it is free to download on Mac or Windows, you literally just open it and you click the code tab at the top. That is it. You've got 3 different tabs. So you got the chat, you got co-work, and you got code. So you can click on code, you can point it at a folder on your computer, and now you've got a full AI coding agent ready to go. So there's no terminal, there is no command line, no complicated setup. You just open the app and you start talking to it. Now, I know what some of you guys are probably thinking. I'm not a developer, I don't know how to code, and that's exactly who this video is for. So you guys are in luck, because here's the reality. You do not need to know how to code to use Claude Code. You just need to be able to clearly explain what you want built. That is it. If you can describe a workflow in plain English, then Claude Code, it can build it for you. And when you combine that with Wispr Flow, you do not even need to type that description. You just talk, you explain what you want out loud. Wispr Flow, it converts it to text. Claude Code reads it and it starts building. Now the entire process from idea to working code. It is completely hands-free. Now, just a quick note, if you prefer working in an actual code editor with more visual layouts, then there are AI-powered editors like Cursor, other IDEs that do similar things. So Cursor is basically just VS Code with AI built in. So you can then chat with it and it writes code for you. So now I personally use Cursor with Claude Code inside of it. So Cursor, it is just an extension of VS Code. So it's just a wrapper built with VS Code as the foundation. And I use Claude Code inside of Cursor. Well, that being said, let me walk you guys through the setup real quick because it takes about 30 seconds. Now, the first thing that we are going to be doing is opening up the Claude desktop app. Now, if you don't have it, make sure to download it. Just go to claude.com and download. So it's going to be available for Mac and Windows now. Step 2, obviously sign in with your Anthropic account. You do need a paid plan to utilize this code section over here. So the pro plan, it's about $20 a month. The max plan starts at $100, which I would highly recommend to get if you are going to be building quite a bit, if you do need that extra horsepower. So for what we're building, that is where we are going to be utilizing the max plan. Now from here, we're just going to be selecting a project or a folder that we are going to be working within. So that is where we can select down here and choose a different folder. So inside of this AI section, or folder rather, I'm going to create a new folder. I'm just gonna call it Wispr Demo, and I'm going to create this folder, open it up. Now, like I mentioned, that is just one approach. So that was the desktop of Claude. But if you'd like, you can also be utilizing Cursor or another IDE. So there's VS Code, Cursor, obviously, there's Windsurf, there is also Anti-Gravity. So many different options for all these IDEs. Just pick whichever one suits you if you do not want to use the desktop version. So within here, we can do the same exact thing, find the project since we already created the folder, and we can open up Wispr Flow demo. Now inside of this, all we would have to do from here, well, first off, we have to enable our sidebar on the left. And if we navigate to the extensions section, you can find Claude Code. Simply, you just have to install it, and to actually open it up, you can just go to Claude Code, finding that 3 bars or 3 dots on the right hand side, and just like that, we now have Claude Code. If you're using it for the first time, you'll just have to sign into your account to start running everything. And from here, you can choose your models, anything that you would like. Now, next up, let me just explain what we're actually about to be building and how we go through our entire process. But before we jump into that build, let me just quickly explain what an agentic workflow actually is, because this matters and I want everybody to be on the same exact page. So a traditional automation, it is just like a vending machine, for example. So let's say you press B7, it gives you the chips. So it's the same input, same output every single time. So if the chips are stuck, the machine does not know what to do. It is just going to sit there. Now, an agentic workflow, it is more so like hiring a smart assistant. So you can say, hey, go find me the most trending topic in AI this week, write me a social media post about it, and make it engaging. So you did not tell them specifically which websites to check. You didn't tell them to write the post. You didn't hand them a template. You gave them a goal, and they figured out how to get there on their own. And if the first source that they check does not have any good information, well, then they are just going to try another one. So they adapt and they make decisions. Now that is going to be the core difference. So traditional automations, it follows a fixed path that you design right up front. Agents, they are thinking, they are using tools, they are adjusting on the fly. And what I am about to show you is how to build one of these agents from scratch using nothing but my voice. All right, so obviously I have got Claude Code open right here, and we are using Cursor, of course. Now I have selected my project folder. You can see that it is just sitting here waiting for some sort of instructions. Now, instead of typing what I want, I am going to activate Wispr Flow and just speak the entire instruction. So watch how fast this actually is. Oh, and by the way, you can either just double tap on your shortcut buttons to actually prompt the Wispr Flow dictation, or you can just hold it down and continuously speak. But I usually opt for doing the double tap. It's gonna be a little bit easier. Anyways, I'm gonna say, build me a Python script called contentcreation.py. Here's what it should do. First, it should accept a niche or industry as input when I run it. Something like real estate, AI, marketing, whatever I type in. Second, it should use the requests library and the news API to fetch the top 10 trending headlines in that niche from the past 24 hours. Then, use the everything endpoint from the news API. So I will store my API key as an environment variable called news_API_key. Third, once it has the 10 headlines, it should use the Anthropic Python SDK to send those headlines to Claude and ask it to pick the single best story for a viral social media post. Now the selection criteria should be broad appeal, uniqueness, and something that would make people stop scrolling. Fourth is after selecting the best story, it should send another request to Claude asking it to write 3 things based on that story. Number 1, a short viral hook sentence, maximum 10 words. And then number 2, a full social media caption between 100 and 150 words that is engaging and conversational. Number 3, 5 relevant hashtags. And then after that, save everything to a file called output.md with clear formatting for the hook, caption, and hashtags. Then number 6, print a confirmational message when it's done so that I know that it worked. Then after that, use .env for environmental variables and print statements at each step so I can follow what is happening when it runs, and create a .env example file showing which API keys that I need to be setting up. All right, so that just finished up and we can see looks pretty solid. So there is the numbered section that we are looking for. I'm not gonna run through every single word, but it doesn't look like there is any examples here. Maybe we can space that out to make sure there is no confusions. Now, I don't know exactly how long that was. That felt like it was about 60 seconds or so, but usually that would take me quite a lot longer to actually write out and type out. Whereas I can just be thinking out loud and get everything onto the canvas just as easily as that. So for the model, I'm just gonna be utilizing Sonnet 4.6. I'm gonna run this off and start seeing what we get. Okay, cool. So Claude, it is reading everything, starting to work. You can see that it's just planning out the approach first. So it's figuring out which files to create, what libraries to use, how to structure everything. Now this is what actually makes it agentic. So I did not tell it which imports to use. I didn't tell it how to organize the code. It's just making those decisions on its own based on what I had asked for. So let's just check out what it had actually built. So we can see both files are created. Here's a summary of what was built. Number 1 calls the news API, sends all 10 to Claude, sends a second Claude request with a hook, caption, hashtags, saves everything to output.md. And to run it, we just have to install the dependencies, run all this stuff. Now, at the bottom, it says to run it, we have to install the dependencies, but I am just going to say, can you set everything up for me? I do not want to handle any coding, any programming, or do anything myself. Just handle it completely for me. And we're gonna run this off. Now, while this is running, we are just going to go to another website. We're going to grab the news API and our Anthropic API key. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Before we do that, we have to allow for some of these permissions. All right, so we just grabbed those 2 keys and it looks like everything finished up. So it actually already had my Anthropic API key from an earlier instance, but we're gonna put both of those in here anyways. All right, so that just finished running. As you guys can see, everything is working perfectly and it's breaking down in steps what just happened. Now we're just gonna use Wispr Flow to actually start running the script. So I'm just gonna say, run the content agent script for me now. And we'll see what will happen. Ideally, it'll start by asking me for my niche. Awesome. So it says, what niche do you want to run it for? I'm just going to say artificial intelligence. And pretty soon it should be running off. And we're just going to allow some of these commands. We will only have to do this once for the record. So as of right now, it should be fetching the top headlines right now from the news API. Cool. So here's what it produced. Story picked, driverless car, firm bags, 1.1 billion investment ahead of major UK launch. And then it's really just going on about the massive investment and why Claude actually chose it. So if we want, we could be a little bit more specific because, you know, I was trying to get more so in computers and not necessarily just driverless cars, for instance. But anyways, cool. So inside of the Wispr demo, this is just the folder, the project that we are working inside of in Cursor. So you can check the files in either space. And you can see the output MD. For some reason, it's going to open in anti-gravity. I guess that's my computer default, which I will have to change. But here we have the source story. We have the generated content where we have the hook, the caption, and the hashtags. Now, that whole thing, like researching the trending news, analyzing which story would perform best on social media, writing the content, saving the output, all of that, it ran automatically. Now, the AI, it made decisions at every single step. It chose the story. It decided how to frame the caption. It picked which hashtags to actually be utilizing. I just gave it the goal. And I built this entire thing without typing a single word, just my voice and AI. And you guys saw how quick you can actually spin that up. Where if you were to compare that with something like N8N, make.com, where you have to be doing things manually. I mean, you can even be taking the JSON and asking Claude Code to be writing the JSON to then copy, paste into N8N, because you should know that under the hood, N8N nodes are just comprised of JSON. So with that being said, if we wanted to make this be a little bit more fixed and specific and be a little less agentic where it's going to be following a more particular procedure, like a SOP or anything or more guidelines. All you have to be is just a little bit more specific. So if you're just talking a little bit longer, speaking on what you need the system to be doing, if you want to change something, it is as simple as just providing that direction, and it's going to write everything for you. Much faster, much more efficient than utilizing any manual nodes inside of N8N. Now, that's not to say that N8N is completely pointless. Check out my other video that I've uploaded just last week going over where and when you should be using N8N. Now, with that being said, this is by no means anything newly monumental, because dictation, it has been around for a while, but having something where it is going to be reliable, where it's going to be consistent, that is where we have had issues in the past, where Mac OS's speech dictation, which I am about to get to in a second, it is not clean, it is not consistent, it is not the best options that you can be utilizing. Whereas the technology right now, it is safe enough to be using consistently. I can say that because I have been using this for the past 6 months or so, and it has completely changed the game for me, especially now that Claude Code is the meta for building pretty much anything out. But anyways, that is the entire setup. So this is quite literally what my team and we have been using for the past 4 or so months, however long it has been. This is the meta. This is how you can be the most efficient, combining Claude Code or any IDE with your dictation tool. All you have to do is explain what you want with your voice, and AI is going to build it for you. We are in some pretty interesting times where we can just speak to our computer and it's going to be building out some things that are going to drive significant amounts of leverage for us. But if you want to try out Wispr Flow for yourself, there is going to be a link in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you guys are serious about learning AI and building stuff like this, I have a free school community and a weekly newsletter where we are discussing practical AI strategies to be growing your business. We share workflows inside of the community and inside of the newsletter where we help each other build. We talk about the latest tools. They're both completely free to join. Link will be down below in the description. But with that being said, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. I post new AI content weekly. So if you got value out of this, please drop a like. It helps out a lot. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.